Hello and welcome to the Whisky.com news on the 8th of August 2022. And we have a number of interesting news and a little short interview in the end. The first news is from Talisker, and they are opening a new visitor center. It was opened on the 4th of August and it was part of the 85 million pound investment from Diageo. It has interactive experiences and there are 3 new tours to experience the making and the tasting of Talisker whiskey. Then we have news about Johnnie Walker. You know, Johnnie Walker has a lot of these blue labels with these special labels. The new 3 special labels coming out called Berlin 2020, 2220, so in the future, and it's called Cities of the Future. So we have Berlin, London and Mars. I don't know any city about Mars. I think they mean cities on Mars. It's very futuristic, and the label, and nice. Then we go over to Ireland. The J&J McConnell's distillery is getting their permit. It's the first distillery first owned distillery from the Belfast Distillery Company, and it's built into an old Victorian prison, the HMP Colin Road. HMP stands for Her Majesty Prison, and the prison will have the distillery, a visitor center with a bar and a restaurant and a cafe, and it should be about 1,000 to 1,700 square meters, which is pretty impressive, pretty big. Then we go over to the United States. They have a bit of a legal change. The ATF, the Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, what I usually call here, says Trade Bureau. They actually put up a new category. So it's called the American Single Malt Whiskey. So you can't do anything and call it American Single Malt Whiskey within the United States anymore if you don't make it 100% barley, mashing, distilling and maturing within the United States, and distilling up to 160 proof, which is 80%, and then maturing in oak casks not larger than 700 liters, and it has to be filled at least 40% ABV. Sounds kind of similar like the Scotch, except everything Scotch they crossed out and written USA. So it's kind of the new single malt from the Americans. Then we have something new and twisted, the Twisted Sweet Tea Whiskey, and it's a joint venture between Beamston Toddy and Boston Beer Company. It's made from real tea and probably also whiskey. I think it's a mixture, but don't quote me on that one. First of all, it's just available in the United States. Now we go over to a little interview with the M&H because they have something new, and we're gonna have the interview now. So I'm here with Tomer Goren. He's the head distiller of M&H Distillery in Israel, and he has some news. So thank you very much for coming. And so what new bottlings, what news do you have?
Okay, hello Ben. First of all, great to be here with you and all the people that are watching us. And we have some pretty new bottles coming to Germany.
Okay.
So first of all, we have the series called Art and Craft, which every year we focus on different cask types. And the first year, this year, we will focus on ex-beer casks. So we took 6 breweries from Israel. It's craft breweries, so they don't use a lot of casks. And each brewery used our cask for different beer style. So the 2 types of Art and Craft that will arrive Germany are ex-IPA beer from brewery called The Dictator. And it's already closed during the COVID and all the period. And don't forget that it is whiskey, so it entered the cask 3-4 years ago. But we still have the casks and great IPA casks that yield just less than 1,000 bottles. Part of them will reach Germany. Then we have the second Art and Craft, which is a chocolate porter from Shapiro Brewery that is located in the Jerusalem mountains. Those two bottles will reach Germany really soon. And of course, we have another Dead Sea edition, Apex Dead Sea, which is the second edition of the Apex Dead Sea. Now we are using different cask types and giving it different resolution. So here we used STR casks, ex-bourbon casks, and rye casks, ex-rye casks.
Oh, okay.
So you can really feel the rye spiciness in it. Still very extreme flavors, very dense, and you can feel it's from the Dead Sea, the lowest point on Earth, with high temperatures and really dry. So it's a very unique climate that we use for this edition.
Okay, and what ABVs are coming out and chill filtration, coloring?
So the art and craft are around 55%, not exactly. Around 55%. The Dead Sea is 57.2%.
Okay. And coloring and chill filtration?
No, we are not doing any coloring, not adding any.
Okay.
It's all natural color from the cask and no chill filtration. That's why those are very special editions. Anyway, it is in higher ABV, but we are not going below 46 because not doing chill filtration.
Okay, sounds great. And I think we might have some of these bottles on our cask for reviews later then. So, Tomer, thank you very much for the interview. And yeah, thank you very much for watching.
Just one more thing. Pretty new Apex single casks arriving also. You'll find it on shelves. It's very special black bottles, single cask editions for the Apex. And this bottle will reach Germany really soon. And this is the Christmas edition.
You got a Christmas edition. Nice.
Germany. Here I try to give it some Christmas cake flavors. You'll taste and find if I succeed or not.
Yeah, we will see. I will probably have one of these bottles on my cask. Okay, so we got all the bottles.
Yes.
So yeah,
we got it.
Thank you very much, Tomer, and thank you very much for watching. And if you like the news, then tune in next week for the next news. Thank you very much, and see you then.
Thank you.